Oh, hi! It's not the weekend, it's not the toy sharing, but it's an ILLIT update! I'm sorry, I just love saying it. But yes, it's an ILLIT update. Actually, this might be the last update for quite a while because as of last weekend or as of the weekend last week, ILLIT's bomb promotion officially ends. So it was a 6 week promotion wherein it officially started with the brand film. Not well, no, it started with the brand film. Well, it started with a teaser and then the brand film wherein they did the music video for Little Monster, and then came their title track, Do the Dance, and then their next B side, which was Jellyous. So starting from Do the Dance until the end of Jellyous, it was a 6 week promotion. Now, most people would think, or most people would say that it's actually a very successful promotion, in a sense that first off first off do the bomb album itself for the first week was able to surpass the sales for both Super Real Me and I Like You in their first week, with more than 400,000 units sold. So that's already quite a big achievement, as it beat their two previous albums. Second, for Do the Dance, it has won two music shows, namely Music Bank and Inkigayo. So actually, it was actually more. What actually adds to this is that it's special for Minju as the host of Music Bank to be able to hand an award for her team. Now, aside from that, also another achievement is Jellyous, the Jellyous video itself. Aside from the music video having this really cool video game vibe, it also opened up, I guess, new respect, or I guess it did open up new respect for ILLIT, in a sense that when they did the Jellyous choreo, everybody was really impressed. Plus, the fact that they were singing Jellyous live despite the very energetic choreo. And to top it off, last weekend was the SBS Gayo Daejeon, which is a yearly festival handled by SBS, which is the station that does Inkigayo. And it's a 2 day event, where basically a 2 day music festival, or a 2 day concert, where various K-pop acts would perform. Now, surprisingly, ILLIT, having to complete their promotions, actually did a music show, the show on Saturday, and then they did their Inkigayo Gayo Daejeon on the Sunday. Now, what's so special about that? Well, first off, the Gayo Daejeon event is where most acts would do some covers. It's basically a big event. It's basically a big stage. It's like big stage where they really do a special performance, where they usually have some backup dancers and the like. So it was actually pretty wild, in a sense that ILLIT did the music show performance and then did the big performance. But then again, I guess, since the Gayo Daejeon performance, their Gayo Daejeon performance was at 7 p.m. Korean time, so I guess they got enough rest, because usually music shows are done in the morning. So I guess that gave them a big rest. And I'd also like to talk about their performance there as well, because personally, I think it's one of the best performances that they've had. In a sense that for me, is that they were able to mix the three songs that they released together. Because what happened, their stage was unlike other groups who did covers and then their own song. what ILLIT did was it's all their songs. So they started out with a quick intro for Little Monster. For the people who watched it, for who watched the MV for the music video for Little Monster, it was the intro. Then you had Minju there, and then quick, just I guess thing, and then came the backup dancers. Actually, personally, the backup dancers didn't really do much for this since they basically came in the intro and in the chorus, and that's it. So after the intro with Little Monster, they did Do the Dance, and then they did Jellyous. Their outfits is they were doing I would say the magical girl outfit, because actually for the whole bomb promotion, I split it into three. The first is the magical girl one, which is basically like they're in dresses, like in fairy, looking like fairies. Second is their goth attire, which is especially in Jellyous, where they're in black and some of them are in leather, or some studs. And lastly is I would say their street attire, which is they were in tracksuits. So another thing also I'd like to point out is that before their second to the last performance, they were wearing pajamas. I'm not sure if it's like a jacket and and shorts. I believe it was something Nikki wore before, but it didn't look, it looked okay, but it looked different on them, because it's like they're just really wearing pajamas, like really wearing a pajama tracksuit. So it's just pretty funny as well. But actually, it's really nice. Which is very big contrast to their Gayo Daejeon performance, where they're wearing like fairy attire. So they also had wings, by the way. So it was cool because at the same time it was a good mix when after they did their Do the Dance, they did Jellyous in their fairy attire. And what was really cool, there's the audience reception. I'll be putting performance links, but I just have to put a caveat there, is that the performance links I'll be putting here are Fancams, because there's no official one yet for SBS. So most the ones that I'll be putting here are Fancams. So you can hear the reception as well, and you can hear how much people tend to appreciate what ILLIT's doing, especially for the choreography for Jellyous. Now, aside from that, they performed on the second day. With them, some groups who also performed for Gayo Daejeon was Hearts to Hearts. They did Style. Then they also did a cover of SNSD G. Now, also Baby Monster also performed there. They performed Sheesh. They performed Drip. They also performed Hot Sauce. And you know what? One thing I'll have to say, I love Baby Monster. I'm not a fan of just a bit, not I don't like their fans, but I like Baby Monster a lot, and you can see that their tour experience really lifted their confidence, and at the same time it made them used to used to performing in big stages, and they outright they ate. So other groups that performed were Kiki, Isna performed Beep, and also a cover of SNSD, Genie. So they look really pretty. I love Isna. As you know, I also love Isna. They performed very well. So with that, the bomb promotion ends because well, actually some fans thought that the 6-week promotion was pretty brutal. You can actually see in their performances after Jellyous that you can see that they're pretty tired. But then again, I guess it's a way for BLIF to really push promotions, because I mean, if you keep promoting, people they'll keep in their heads, right? And also a cool thing was that they also showed the preparation when they were singing Jellyous while in the treadmill. They actually posted that clip. So I would say they're really BLIFT is really confident with how ILLIT's progress is going. But then again, we're not done yet for the year because with this much deserved break, they're now going into the Japan market. Remember earlier this year they did their first Japanese single, Almond Chocolate, which is part of a soundtrack. But this time they're gonna be opening up with their first Japan debut. Now the Japan debut will be on September 1. It will be they have already released they already released the promo for it. It's going to be on September 1. The music video is going to be on September 1. But then again, before that, there's going to be a video teaser on the 31st before September 1. And on August 11, they're going to be releasing the highlight video. And actually, they're going to be, I would think that it's a great time because they're actually having good reception in Japan. And Japan, by the way, is the second biggest market for K-pop. So, hitting into the second market, coming in hot for the second biggest market is actually a great idea. Plus the fact that we have Mocha and Iroha being Japanese, and so far reception has been very good because earlier for the next coming month, there will be the Japan. They will start off with the Japan Glitter Day. So remember, for people who are glitz, yes, we're glitz. They did the Glitter Day in Seoul. Now they're going to be having two Glitter Days in Japan. They're going to be having the first Japan Glitter Day on the 10th and 11th of August in Yokohama. It's actually just started as one day, but they extended it because of the reception, and it's sold out. And then they're going to be having their second Glitter Day in Osaka on September 3 and 4, which is cool because it is just a few days after the release of their Japanese debut. Actually, they already have a title for it. The title track is called Tokyo Tomare, which is basically Stop Time. And the album itself will be available on September 3rd. So I guess it's a perfect timing because once they have that Glitter Day in Osaka, then the physical album gets released. Now, what is in the album? Well, there are two Japanese tracks, and with the title track being Tokyo Tomare. And then, aside from the two Japanese tracks, they'll also be releasing Almond Chocolate in that album. Since remember, Almond Chocolate was just a digital release. And lastly, they're going to be doing a Japanese version for Do the Dance. It's actually a great way because since the Japan market likes city pop, and I guess maybe French house would also suit them a lot as well. So they're having these four performance. They're going to be having these four songs in their Japanese debut, which will be released which the physical album will be released on September 3rd, and the music video for their title track on the 1st of September. So these are some things that we're going to be looking forward to. Now, so far, there's no news on the next Korean comeback. But then again, I think Bomb is my favorite album as a whole because of course you'll never forget Magnetic and Super Real Me. But then again, this is a great performance for them in a sense that they were able to win awards, get sales, and also get cred. They were people are actually very impressed with how ILLIT has been performing, and rightly so. Now, aside from that, actually for some other stuff before I end this because it's getting pretty long. But then again, I would like to talk some stuff, and I'd like to talk about recent controversies. First off, there was in the radio. It's a radio show wherein he was talked about what is what is the first thing that comes to mind or the group that comes to her mind, and she mentioned Twice. Now, there was a mistake in the translation wherein she was saying that Twice is the best, but it's actually not. It's actually a mistranslation wherein she was just saying that what comes to her mind is Twice because her friends would listen to Twice, and that gave a lot of backlash from Blinks. Now, I'm not sure if those blinks are all some of those blinks are fake blinks and tokis. But then again, I really don't. She just had an opinion. She gave an opinion, and it was a wrong translation, and shaming her and all the negative stuff she got was really unwarranted. And another thing also is that, as usual, haters started saying that that ILLIT didn't sing live in their Gayo Daejeon performance. But it's nice that a lot of netizens are defending ILLIT there, as well as when I saw it, you can hear the clap when they were really clapping, and you can hear the way that they're breathing. So they really did perform. I guess they just can't accept that ILLIT is improving. So you know what, for those haters, stay salty because ILLIT is doing well. And lastly, I just like to give a shout out. I guess there's this performer. His name's Gabe Mercedes, and he did the metal version of Jellyous. He actually did the Do the Dance cringe version as well, but I like the Jellyous one better. And it was it was a metal version. It was actually sounded really good. As a guy who also likes metal, it sounded very good. And it's funny because he and Mocha did a dance to it as well. So it's just really cool. And the ILLIT official did mentioned it in their stories. So it was really cool. I'll also put the links there down below as well, so that you guys can enjoy it. And I'll also be putting links to the different Gayo Daejeon fan cams. I'll be putting more than one because unfortunately there's no official one. I'll also put in the link for them singing while on the treadmill as well. So I guess this might be my next update for ILLIT would be around end of August or maybe by September. But then again, I think it's a great year for ILLIT in the sense that their comeback was successful. And despite all the hate, we're starting to get fans. We're starting to get supporters, and that's really cool. And I wish them the best for their Japan debut, and I wish them the best for the year if they'll ever have another comeback for the year. But then again, I think it's a good year for ILLIT. Always wishing them well, and it's a bomb.